For more from the ANC's Golf Day at the Euphoria Golf Estate, we're joined now by Pule Letshwiti-Jones. Pule is the president and his colleagues in hitting birdies or bogeys. What's going on there, Pule? I know these golf days you have to trudge around in the heat following while the president drives around in a golf cart. It's quite hard work.
Yeah, under these scorching temperatures. Good morning, Annika. And what we understand is that the national spokesperson of the ANC, Peter Mokaba, has rather dubbed them as business entrepreneurs. And, earlier on we spoke to the Premier of the province, Stanley Mathabata, who said that the money fund raised here, of course, will be used to help the party. And just like you just mentioned, those figures, those are some of the amounts which they say they will be injecting into the party's purse. And primarily so, this would then be a step in the right direction to try and, patch where they can and, of course, hopefully pay their staffers who have been disgruntled for quite some time. And while that's the case, we also do understand that the party has taken this chance to also comment on what we witnessed about yesterday, where we saw that letter which was issued to the provincial leadership regarding the visit of the suspended ANC Secretary General, Mookgophong, in which they say they disapprove it. And what we saw in that letter was the likes of the branch chairpersons in Vembe, in Musina, Ward 8, Fistos Mafela, who then had the reasons why they had disapproved the visit of the suspended Secretary General, Mookgophong, who was expected to make his way there and, of course, participate in activities such as visiting orphanages, amongst others. And the Premier said, look, they took a decision which they think the NEC would have approved, of course, in accordance with the 54th National Conference resolutions as well. And they have taken a stand firm to say that, they will not be tolerating any parallel events that will be, of course, trying to disrupt what the ANC is, of course, on right now, which includes the 110th January 8th anniversary that's expected to take place this Saturday.
Pule, I was talking to our colleague Siphamandla Goge about security around the president at the moment being seemingly much tighter than it used to be. Are you experiencing that as well?
Well, to be quite frankly honest, Annika, we're not seeing any difference from what we had anticipated. In fact, the reason yesterday for the president to be walked out by some of the security personnel was because of a COVID-19 breach, which they say wasn't in accordance with the law, and that in that regard they had to, make sure that they escort the president as well as the premier of the province. Today, what we're seeing is that, the event was quite, had a lot of participants who did not quite observe the COVID-19 protocols, particularly when there was a time where they were taking pictures together, and of course where there were groupings while the golf games was on place. While there were sanitations and of course other medical practitioners on the fields, when we were on the golf course, we didn't see some of those COVID-19 protocols being observed, but the game continued to carry on. So that's contrary to what happened yesterday. And Pule Mokaba has maintained his word that, there wasn't any serious security threat which would possess any life-threatening matter. He just said that the president was simply, escorted due to the breach of COVID-19 regulations. And while that's the case, they have maintained in their joint statement alongside the ANC Women's League, which was released last night, to say that they will be having much more stricter measures, such as better security clearances, and of course one would assume a beefed up security enforcement with other police officials as well, apart from what we saw yesterday where there was less police officials on site, which led to the president being evacuated.